Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Guru Vaishnava Sri Guru Sagrajatam Sahaganatam Tam Sukhi Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Setam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Pada Sahaganavalita Sri Radha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Bhutesha Bhutesha Radha Taptakam Shadorani Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishwadhanu Sukete Pranami Vrindayati Sukete Vyayati Keshavastacha Vishnumati Devi Satyavate Namo Manchakalpataram Vishya Prasam Bhubhe Vacha Pratitana Bhavebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Krishna Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namani Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Charini Nirvisesha Srinivadi Vaschartadeshwari Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasana Shivoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So today we've just sung a song by Srila Narottam Das Thakur. This song is of course written by Srila Narottam Das Thakur more than 500 years ago. And the song is, as we go along, it will explain a lot of wonderful siddhantas or beautiful points that you need to So the song starts like this. Sorry? Okay.
ఎవరికైనా ఇక్కడ ఈ శబ్దం కానీ వాళ్ళు తెలుగు చదివేవాడుతున్నారు అందరికి ఇంగ్లీష్ శబ్దం మొత్తం ఎవరి అండర్స్టాండ్స్ ఇంగ్లీష్
So, in this song, the main subject matter that Srila Narottam Das Thakur has taken up here is that Kirupe Porigo Sheva, Kirupe Paigo Sheva, Mui Duracha. This is, I am a, what do you call it? Durachari. I have no good behavior. I have no proper behavior, no proper. I don't know what to do properly. I don't know proper etiquette and behavior. Mui Durachari. And such a person like us, like me, how is it possible for me to actually get service of Krishna? If I'm not a proper person with proper behavior. So why is it that Sri Das Thakur is saying, I have to be a person of proper behavior to actually be able to serve Krishna? Kirupe Paivo Seva. How will I get, in which form will I get service of Krishna? Kirupe Paivo Seva. Mui Duracha. I have no good behavior, no proper etiquette. I don't know how to do anything properly. I can't do anything properly. And that is almost the state of most of us in Kali Yuga. That is why in Kali Yuga they are saying that most of the people are Varnashankaras. What is a Varnashankara? You cannot define what is his quality. He is not good for anything. You know what? In English we say good for nothing. In English, when we say good for nothing, means he can't, there's nothing that he can do properly. In the Varnashram system, there are people who are divided into 4 categories. People who are good with craftsmanship, with good physical labor. Physically, they are very good in, they are very crafted or very talented in physical activities. They are one category. Those who are very good in agricultural activities, business, another category. Someone who is very good in administration is another category. Intellectual is another category. It is clearly defined. But what we find in Kali Yuga is it's all a combination. He's a little bit of this, little bit of that, and trained for nothing. He's not trained to do anything properly. So, that is what is called a good for nothing in English language. In Sanskrit, we will call him Varnashankara. When you call someone a Varnashankara, means it's the, what do you call it? It's the worst abuse you can use for a person. That's a very bad abuse. You're a Varnashankara, means you're good for nothing. So, here, in Kali Yuga, we are all good for nothing. We don't even know how to cook properly, eat properly, walk properly, full of diseases. We have no proper etiquette. We don't even know one language properly. People at least used to know one language properly. We don't even know one language properly. We mix up so many things and produce something. So, Narottam Das Thakur, in his own humble way, he is saying, Kirupe Paivo Seva Mui Durachara. How will I get service? I'm such a Durachara. I don't know proper etiquette, proper behavior. Kirupe Paivo Seva Mui Durachara. Sri Guru Vaishnava Terati Na Hui. And secondly, if I have to get some service to the Lord, or some way I need to be able to serve the Lord. Why do we need to get good service, a good attitude so that we can, or a proper etiquette to serve? Because the Lord is pure. The Lord is pure. And to be with the pure, we also have to be pure. If we are not pure, then we cannot associate with the pure. Similarly, if you don't know certain thing and if you don't know how to cook, what will you do in the kitchen? Until then, you only create a mess in the kitchen. That's what happens to people sometimes. When the lady in the house cannot go inside and the man goes inside, he creates a mess in the house. So, if you don't know, then you go to some place and create a mess in it. So similarly here also, we have the situation where Sri Guru Vaishnava Tiroti Na Hui Ama. I have no attraction. Vaishnava. I have no attraction for Guru. I have no rati. I have no attraction for Vaishnavas or Guru. I have no attraction. Then how the hell will I get any service to Krishna? Because if you want to serve someone, you have to be associated with those who are connected with it. So Krishna is pure. And if you are not pure, how do you think we will be able to go next to him? So that is the reason we have to become pure. That is why when we come to a temple, we have to bathe. In fact, there is a whole chapter, not just chapters in Hari Bhakti Vilas, which tells us about Abhigamana. Abhigamana means how do you go to the temple? To go to the temple, how you should take bath? How many forms of bath is there? There are 4 kinds of bathing. You can bathe in 4 different kinds of ways. One is called Varuna Snan. We take water and we take a bath. That's Varuna Snan. Then there is Parthavya Snan. Parthavya Snan means bathing with Prithvi. Yeah. And what is that Parthavya Snan? Parthavya Snan is when the cows are coming back home in the evening. The cows walk. So when they come back in the evening, there is a lot of dust that is created in the cows. Actually, when the village cows leave, there's a whole group of cows that leave. Maybe at least we've seen hundreds of them going. In Krishna's time, there were 9 lakh cows going away. So those cows that are going, when they come back walking, in the evening, in the morning, there is some dew on the soil. So it won't be so dusty. Evening when coming back, the sun is heated up the soil. So when they walk back, there is a lot of dust created. So that is why the evening is called Godhuli. Dhuli means dust. So when you come walking in that dust, it is called Parthavya Snan. You are actually clean. In fact, if you are coming through Parthavya Snan, you are walking back with the cows and you have been covered with the dust of which comes up from the walking of the cows, the hooves of the cows. It is as good as taking a bath. You don't have to come and take bath and go into that altar. When you want to do puja, you don't have to take a bath. You can straightforward go into the altar. So it is called Parthavya Snan. So Varuna Snan is there, Parthavya Snan is there. Sometimes you may not be able to take bath properly or you will not. So there is Mantra Snan. There is Mantra Snan. By mantras you can purify your body. Like that then there is Vayu Snan. Vayu. How you can take bath with Vayu also. So anyway, there are different forms of Snan. So we have to take bath and then how to brush our teeth. There is one whole chapter in Hari Bhakti Vilas, how to brush your teeth, with what you should brush your teeth. Which day you have to take which Danta Kashta. Danta Kashta means, what do you call it? A twig. Every day you cannot use Danta Kashta. Certain days it is forbidden to use Danta Kashta. So like that, there are so many rules and ways to get purified to come to serve the Lord. So one has to be pure. Why? Because the Lord is pure. And until and unless we are pure, we cannot approach the Lord. We may come, but we will not make any sense to us. So that is why they say that you cannot understand scriptures, you cannot understand the Lord if you do not have proper etiquette, proper behavior. Like for example, it is said that it happened once in the case of Brahmaji. Some demons came and they came naked in front of him. Seeing that naked form, which is considered a tamasic, to see someone naked is actually tamasic. Why? Because it takes your intelligence away. You cannot understand Krishna, you cannot understand intelligent things, you cannot understand intelligent books. Your brain will not work. So therefore it is considered tamasic. Your intelligence brain will stop working. So therefore, here it is said that Kirupe Payo Shiva Mui Durachar. So if I do not have proper achar, behavior, then I will not understand Krishna. And from whom will I understand what is proper behavior? Until and unless I have some attraction for Shri Guru Vaishnavate Ruti Namoilo Amara. I have to have some attraction for those who know this science. Vaishnavate Rati means Srila Sanatana Goswami has compiled his whole book. He's our acharya for Arati. So he has compiled the book. So it's okay, read this. This is how you should be pure. This is how you shall have purity. Then you can be pure to actually approach Krishna. So one who has no attraction for Guru and Vaishnava, how will he get any purity? When we approach Guru, we also have to become pure. He will tell us, okay, no chanting 16 rounds, no meat eating, no intoxication, no gambling. So we will say all these things. Then okay, that is why, because we have to become pure. Until and unless one becomes pure, one's brain will not work. One's intelligence will get covered. So, therefore, Narottam Das Thakur is singing very beautifully. Ashesha mayate mano magana hoino Ashesha mayate mano magana hoino Vaishnavete desha Roti na my mind is absorbed with things that are not very important. That which is not going to stay, that which is temporary. Maya means that which is temporary. Maya means that which will not stay for very long. And my mind is only caught up with those things. What are those things? चला चले संसारे धर्म ही निश्चला. Chanakya Pandit says in his Chanakya Niti, Chala Lakshmi Chala Pranas Chala Jivita Mandire. Lakshmi, everyone is busy bothered about Lakshmi. Everyone needs money, of course, everyone needs money. No one can live without money. But the problem is that when your mind is absorbed with money, then what happens? Chala Lakshmi never stays in one place. For whom Lakshmi stays? No one Lakshmi stays. She will always keep moving. Chala Lakshmi, Chala Pranas. Prana in the body will also move away. Chala Lakshmi, Chala Pranas. Chala Jivita Mandire. Where we stay, we also keep changing. This body is changing where we are staying. It has become old. It's going to try to become old gradually. So, chala chale samsare. This samsara, everyone is moving. Dharma hi ka nischala. So, our mind is absorbed in Maya. Those things that will not stay for very long. So, if we put our mind in that, our mind will always remain fickle. We become restless. So therefore they are saying you have to. But my mind problem is that I am only interested in those things. In Narottam Das Thakur is saying, Ashesha mayate mona ashesha mayate. Not limited, unlimited things I am bothered about. What house I get, what place, what money, this, that. So ashesha mayate mona mogana hoinu. Is absorbed in all this. That is why, at least they say, morning, evening, you at least come and go to the temple hall, sit down for some time, do some puja, prarthana, sing some bhajans, chant, do your sandhya vandanam, whatever you need to do. In the day you will be running here and there. Okay, what can you do? At least morning and evening, sandwich program. Srila Prabhupada calls it the sandwich program. On top, pav roti and in between some masala. So, masala is there. Life you have to go out here, eat something. But morning, evening, come back and put your mind in onto something proper. So, therefore, we have to have this. And you know one thing. Again, this is again written in the Hari Bhakti Vilas. When it is Sandhya time, when is Sandhya? When is Sandhya? Sandhi means what? Sandhi means joining. This joints in the body, they are called. When you become old, we have Sandhi road, isn't it? Joints with pain. As you become, everyone who becomes old will become, what do you call it? Idam shariram parinam peshadam patanti avasyam satasandhi jarjaram. Everyone's sandhi will become jarjar. Will become, what do you call it? Dry, and then, getting up is a problem. Sleeping, getting down is a problem. So satasandhi jarjaram. So this is a sandhi. So similarly, there is sandhi between day and night. So that is called sandhya. So first sandhi is morning. Second sandhi is upgoing sun, then downgoing sun. Second sandhi. Third sandhi is sun is setting. So sandhya is a period when you will not see the sun or the stars. You will not see stars or sun. Nothing is seen. It's about 20-25 minutes. You can time it, you can check it out. 20 to 25 minutes when you do not see the sun or the sun or the stars. So that is called sandhya. So during sandhya, there is also another way to, what do you call it, when you take havishanna, when you do shraddha, havishanna you take, you are supposed to eat only, when there are no lights and you are living by the sun and the moon. You can go out and see if you can see the hairs on your body. If you cannot, then sandhya is over. You can take your havishanna. So that is how previously it used to be calculated. So everything has the science behind it. So coming back to this point of sandhya. So morning and evening sandhya time, you are not supposed to read anything. You must know that I can read scriptures. No, nothing, no reading. This is a time for smarana. This is a time for dhyana. It is time for mantra ucharana. It is not a time for reading. It is actually supposed to be a time for archana, puja. That is time kept for that. 20-25 minutes in the morning, 25-25 minutes in the evening. To sandhyas you have to actually not read. In fact, they say that in the scriptures it is said that if you read at that time, you will have problems with your eyes. That's why maybe I have spectacle problem or this or that. There should be no reading at that time. So these are the scriptures that are given. Why? That is why he is saying, I am busy with my mind is busy with maya. Things that are illusory, that is temporary, it is going to go away. Ashesha mayate mono magana hoino. Maya is taking our mind, but at least keep that much time for. So then what happens next? Ashesha mayate mono magana hoino. Vaishnava Tesho Matra Rotina Janami. I have not developed any attraction for the instructions or the books or the literature left by the Vaishnavas. Because those instructions are what will actually elevate me. And bring me to dharma. Dharma hi kanishchada. It is only dharma that does not move. Everything else keeps moving on this earth. So in a day, what have you done or what have you thought or what have you tried to get which will not move, which will not go away? What is it that will not move away, that will not go away? Think about one thing that we have thought. It's usually always things that will dissipate, it will go away. So the instructions of the Vaishnavas is something that will be permanent. So it is dharma. Vaishnavate leshamatra rotina janati. Then Vishoye bhuliya andha hoinu divanishi Vishoyate bhuliya andha. Vishoy, sense objects. We have Indriyani Paraniya, Indriya Paramana. Indriyas, we have our Indriyas. Indriyas require some Indriya Vishaya. Subject matter for the Indriyas. Subject matter for the eyes. Subject matter for the ears. Subject matter for the tongue. Subject matter for to touch. So the Indriyas have Indriya Vishaya. So one who is running after Indriyas or to satisfy the Indriya Vishaya, they are called Vishayi. So we are not Vishayi. We are only looking for what is good for us, what is tasty, what is nice, oh very nice, comfortable. We are number one Vishayi. I remember one time, long time ago, in Hyderabad, we were there. One devotee, he had got some, in those days there was a Keokarpin hair oil. I don't know if it is still there. Keokarpin hair oil was there. It used to be a perfumed hair oil. So one of our boys, devotees, he had brought that for his sikha. He said, I want some oil. So he got that oil. And then Bhakti Maharaj was there. He saw that oil bottle. It was the first time I heard this word actually. He said, to be Vishayi. I know, sense gratifier. Why are you bringing this oil here? Maharaj, I need some for my, I get some coconut oil. Why are you getting the scented oil? Why do you need the scented oil? You get some simple oil, put something. Why you want this? What do you call it? Scented oil. You are after some, sweet smelling stuff. So this is the first time I heard Vishayi. Vishayi. So sense gratifier. You're not interested in sense gratification, just to be kept up. So, Vishoye Bhuliya Andho Hoyu Divanishi. And day and night, if we don't come to Krishna consciousness, our whole job is how to get things for our senses. How to see something nice, how to hear something nice, how to eat something, how to sleep nicely, how to taste something nicely, drink something. All that is Vishaya. And Vishaya, I become blind with the Vishaya. I cannot see anything in the world. I will die. I don't want to get sick. I'm getting sick. I'll die. Everything, my wealth that I'm making with so much hard work, it will be taken away. If the government does not take it away, some thief will take it away. Otherwise, death will take it away. Someone will take it away. So what are you doing? Vishaya Andha. You have become blind in this. Running after Vishayas, object of your senses. Vishaye bhuliya andho hoinu divanishi. Day and night, divanishi. In the day and at night also I'm busy. In dreaming, what are we doing? Something I'm eating, some enjoyment, something. So, गोले भाषा दीते फिरे माया से पिशाची. Maya or illusion is moving around with a noose in her hand. Phasi bolte hain, we say people to phasi, they hang. Phasi. So Maya is moving around with that noose to put in our neck and tighten it and kill us. What kill? They cannot kill the soul. What they can kill?
Body.
They kill our intellect. No, body will die anyways. What survives is the mind and your memory and your intelligence, your subtle body. It is coming to destroy that. Krishna consciousness means reforming the subtle body, not the gross body. Gross body anyway we also have to reform. But it is mainly to reform the subtle body. Because that is what will actually give you another body. Yam bhavismaram bhavam tachityante kalevaram. Kalevara is according to your smarana. So to reform that smarana, what you think, how you think, that job is Krishna consciousness. So here it is saying, Ihate Goriya joy, Charano na jai. Ihate Goriya joy. By satisfying these Maya or this Vishayi, you cannot overcome. If you say, what do you call it? It is such a ungrateful master. Your whole life you serve the senses. Your eyes, your senses, your breathing, your tongue, your whatever you keep on, it will never be satisfied. It will never say, bus, now you go and do your chanting. It will never say like that. If you the whole day, you sit down and watch movies, eat nice food. It is not that the mind and the intelligence will say that today, okay, now you satisfied me sufficiently, now you go and chant Hare Krishna. You go to Satsang, you hear, some katha, listen to the devotees, go do some service, go do some book distribution. No, it will never say, why are you going? This is not that. You're not satisfied. Oh my, this painting is there. Something or other than this. No, you serve me more. He'll say, serve more. So therefore, he's saying here, Ihate Koya Joy Charana Jai Sadhu Kripa Vinaro Nahi Ko. So only when you come to the sadhu sangha, sarva shastra hoy, lavamatra sadhu sangha, sarva siddhi hoy. When your mind is asking you so many questions, do this, that, go and see one movie, this thing. Please take a little time. You see, you tell that fellow, just like thing says, sit. It's just like when we get up in the morning, 5 minutes more. 5 minutes more. So, just like that, when mind is telling you, go, come, let us see a movie. Where is that? Shivananda Prabhuji, who's there? What is that famous actor here? Chiranjeevi. So, one movie coming, I go and see it. No. You'll see, but just read one page of Bhagavad. After you read one page of Bhagavad, because Prabhupada's Sadhu Katha is there, that 1 minute with Sadhu will save you. You say, why am I going there? So, here it is coming that Sadhu Kripa Vinaro Nahi Ko Upai. Because especially with the Sadhu a little bit, that will actually save us from this. Then Adoshadarshi Prabhu Tokito Uddhar. What are the sadhus interested in? They're not interested in making big temples, big followers, big things. No, it is to actually deliver fallen souls like us. Third class, fourth class people like us, they want to actually lift them up. Lift up. Come, go up, become better. So he's saying, Adosha Shri Prabhu Potito Uddhar Eva Norotome Koro Nishta. Now this time he's saying, Narottam Das Thakur is saying, this time at least please deliver me. Please help me together. Because, I am Duracharya. I am a third class, fourth class rascal. So this rascal, you please reform him a little bit. Help me. Because otherwise I am only interested in doing all these things. What latest food I can eat, what latest cloth I can buy, some latest gadget I can hear, something latest, something I can do, all that is the whole job of Michelle. But with all this, we will go further down. Tamadvaram Yoshitam Shangishanta. Urdhvagachanti Satvastha. When we become in a mode of goodness, maintenance, in good level, then Urdhvagachanti, we go up. Madhyatishtanti Rajasa. In Rajasa, we remain. Jaganda Gunavrittishta Adhovachanti Tamas. Jaganda Gunavritti, we will go down. We will get used, we will forget what is life, what is the purpose of life, what we have to do with life. We don't know. So therefore, this is why we have to regularly, at least spend a little time every day reading Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavad. If one page also we can read. What do you call it? Chanakya. He says what? One shloka you should read every day. One shloka every day. No, I don't have time for reading one shloka also. No. This is half a shloka. Shlokena vatad ardhena. Shlokena. Read one shloka every day. No time. No time. Very time. One shloka to read. No time. Shlokena vatad ardhena. Say read half of it. Where is the time to read half a shloka? I am so busy. Ardhena. Tad ardhavakshadena va. Says half of a shloka. 1/4 of a shloka you please read every day. Ardhavakshadena va. Abandham kusam kuryat dhyana adhyayana karmabhi. Not a day should pass without dana, doing some dana, adhyayana, reading scriptures, dana adhyayana karmabhi, doing some good karma. Not a day should pass without doing that. So this is what training is supposed to be. It is meant to do that. Do some dana every day. At least if you cannot do anything, put a box and put some coins every day or some 1 rupee, 2 rupees and keep that and use it for Go Seva. Use it for Go Seva. 1 rupee, 2 rupees, whatever you can. Dana, Adhyayana, study this. Shlokena vatad ardhena. Read one shloka or the half. Shlokena vatad ardhena. Ardhavakshadena va. Some reading we should do every day. Ardhavakshadena va. Abandham kusam kuryat dana adhyayana dhyana karmati. So one thing we should, some good karma, at least go to Tulsi, do pradakshina of Tulsi every day, put some water every day. Do something. Not a day should go without doing something. And that is what training is all about. Our children should be trained in that. Every day to do that activity. We should be trained. We were trained. So this is how things have to be done. Otherwise, whole life will go, at the end of it, nothing will remain. Whatever we try to accumulate, everything anyway will go away from our life. And what will actually remain is our memory, our remembrances, and our thoughts. So we will end here for now. It's 12:40. Any comments, any corrections? Please forgive us for any mistakes that we have done. Yes. Without attraction, Vaishnava Arati.
How will you get attraction?
Srila Prabhupada says the word actually Ado Shraddha in that 9 steps to Bhakti. Prabhupada says Ado Shraddha Tatha Sadhu Sangha. Shraddha, Prabhupada says that the word Shraddha means appreciation. So when we have some appreciation, that is how Shraddha becomes more and more stronger. So we have to develop some appreciation. So what is it that appreciation? That appreciation, when it becomes very fixed up, it's called Nishtha. So the Shraddha has to come, and that comes by association and by proper behavior. So sadhus also have to give they will give their, they have to, whenever there is a sadhu, he has to have proper behavior, consistent behavior. And secondly, after that, we have to hear from him a little bit. And then when we start following what he says, then we see it works. Just like you go to a doctor. When you go to a doctor and he gives you medicine, it works for your eyes. You develop your Shraddha for him. And similarly, when we come to a sadhu and he tells us something, then our mind becomes better. Our mati, our intelligence becomes better, so it is working. And then go back again. So that is how our thing. So we will have to follow it. Like there is another Chanakya Niti, and it says, Anabhyasha Visham Shastra. If you do not practice something which is given in the Shastra, then the Shastra becomes poison. Anabhyasha Visham Shastram, Ajitne Bhojanam Visham. When you eat food, when you are not hungry, when you eat food, that food will become poison. It will not be food for you, for us. Ajita bhojanam visham. Daridrashta visham goshti. People like to go to some big festivals or collections or ceremonies. People want to go to ceremony. My nephew is getting married, let me go there. My niece is getting married, let me go there. My aunties, some program is there, some upanayans, let me go there. Goshti, we are going to this goshti. But if you do not have money, when you go to this goshtis or to these ceremonies, it becomes poison for you. Because there is no money, nothing to give them, nothing, you are not dressed up properly, you will not be properly respected. So similarly, Shastra, when it is not abhyasa, it becomes poison. Similarly, what instructions that they are giving, if it is not followed, then association of devotees will also become poisonous. We will not try to associate with devotees. Hey, I'll avoid them. Why? Because I am not following it. So by following the instructions or trying to follow the instructions as sincerely as possible, then attraction comes because it brings the change in us. Like for example, if I don't chant my 16 rounds and I try to be associating with devotees, after some time, association of devotees will become poisonous. I feel hatred or some kind of conflict will come. But if you chant our 16 rounds and come with associate with devotees, oh, it is very nice to associate. Then we will not look at their faults so much. We will be seeing what benefit I will get from this. So like that, we have to, association brings, and following sincerely something, that will bring the rati to it. But if we don't read, we don't study these books, Prabhupada has given his, all the Shastras have been given to us, we don't read it, then this will not become, our attraction for this will not come. Following the rules and regulations, then that attraction will come. It slowly becomes better and better and better.
You mentioned about good behavior and service. If you don't have good behavior, how can we serve Krishna? What does good behavior means?
Subkarma Nipano Vipro. So it's basically what Srila Prabhupada says, Eshante Antagata Papam Janam Punya Karmana. They don't know what they do. Bhajanti Mam Vihakrata. Eshante Antagata Papam. We have to actually give up sinful activities. Nunam Pravatte Kurti Vikarma. We have to give up Vikarma. We have to give up sinful activities. Only when we give up sinful activities and take to good activities, then only we will actually develop some attraction to Krishna. Tyaja Durjana Samsarga Bhaja Sadhu Samaro. Tyaja Durjana. Who is Durjana? Durjana is that who is interested in sinful activities. When we associate with people who have sinful activities, we will also become sinful slowly. But if we associate with people with good activities, we will also get purified slowly. So those activities were Eshanti Antagata Janana Srinna Karmana. They Dvanta Mohane Nirmatam Bhajanti Mam Vihakrata. Then Vihakrata will do Bhajanti Mam, will do Bhajan. But if we are interested in these Vikarma, sinful activities, then interest for devotion service will go away, wane away. It will get destroyed. So nowadays there are so many ways and means to that bad association is everywhere. I mean, it comes in everywhere. So many ways. From newspapers, magazines, phones, whatever you call it, it's always coming. So therefore that is how. Okay, so shall we end for now? Okay.
Sometimes devotees complain about other devotees. The Guru knows only one side story. So how can we manage ISKCON?
Okay. The question is, sometimes devotees say something else about some devotees. But the Guru knows only one side of it. Yeah. See, one thing is what very important is we have to understand that we have to be sincere. And if we are actually properly chanting 16 rounds every day, I mean doing our basic program and trying to follow the 4 regulative principles, no matter whatever happens, Krishna will take care of us. There's definitely going to be, we will be protected. If we are doing that, if we're not doing that, then it is very difficult. This is just what do you call it? As Narottam Das Thakur is saying here in this song, Vishwaya Bhuliya Mandho Hoin Divanishi Gole Phaso Dite Pile Maya Se Pishashi. Maya is always trying to bring doubt about Krishna consciousness, about serving Krishna in some or the other. It's going to bring, no, what is devotee is doing like this. So what should I do? I give up association with devotees. So it is, the purpose is that only. Maya is trying to enter at every point. So as to create, what do you call it, some division in our minds, doubt about others, doubt about devotional practice, doubt about, this is my purpose. So first and foremost, before we get to anything, we have to make sure that have we chanted our 16 rounds or not. If we not chanted our 16 rounds, let's go back, first chant our 16 rounds. Done 16 rounds, let us read one verse. Bhagavatam. Have we paid our obeisances today? No, let us pay our obeisances. Take Krishna Prasad. Now you sit down and think, now should I complain or is there anything that I need to do? Then you will see most of the time it is already solved. But if we don't, then that will linger in our mind. Go here, go there, this thing, that. If we chant actually, and while chanting also, the issue is that sometimes on one track we are Hare Krishna is going on another track the mind is thinking something else. Actually we are not associating with the mantra, we are associating with our mind. Mind is telling us, yesterday I went there, why did she not look at me properly? She avoided me. On this mind this is going on track this is going on. She could have told me at least Hare Krishna, why she didn't tell Hare Krishna? So it will go on like that. But the point is that we have to stop this. Because then we are not associating with Krishna. We are actually associating with the mind. So we have to stop that. Or sometimes we have, that WhatsApp has not come. I'm trying to check WhatsApp and chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So we are not associating with the mantra, we are not associating with Krishna, we are associating with mind. And what is mind? Again, Narottam Das Thakur has said, Ashesha mayate mono mogana hoinu. Ashesha mayate mono mogana hoinu. All illusory things the mind is telling you about. When you start chanting, oh, so important, this thing is so important. Whether Bihar election, did they win or not, it becomes very important while chanting. After you finish your rounds, it's not so important. But when you take up the mind, it is, it's very important. I should see what is the news. So we will associate more with the mind rather than with the Hare Krishna. So if we chant properly, sincerely, and not try to remove all this, hear the holy name, even if there is something, Krishna will take care of it. Because Krishna is a person. He is right here with us. He can handle everything. He is fully competent to do everything. He is, what do you call it? Janmadasya Adhanvaya Itaratascha Arthasya Abhigya Swara. He is Abhigya and his Swara. He doesn't depend on anyone, his Swara, and he's Abhigya. He knows fully what to do, what not to do. But then we don't trust him that he will correct the situation. You think, no, she's saying something, so Guru Maharaj thinks badly about me. No. Krishna is in Guru's heart. He will tell him what to do. We don't have to get bothered. Let us chant the holy name properly. And associate with the scripture, reading the, Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, etc. Let's do that. And even if there's a problem, let's wait for one more day. And I think by the next day, and if you chant the next day also properly, you'll see most of the times the problems. Yeah. Should we end here for now? Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Gaura Jai ki jai.
I'd like to thank Madhav Prabhu. He's guiding all of us for many decades. When I met first time Madhav Prabhu, he told me one thing: you should finish your round properly, 16 rounds. After many years, he's telling the same thing. His basics is very clear, and the same message keep telling so that we do it perfectly. Madhav Prabhu is the double masters. He's from Assam. He developed a farm community near Belgaum, more than 500 acres. For many decades, he goes to all the farms across the country, and he's expert in mud constructions. He's expert in farming and crop production. We are very honored to have Madhav Prabhu on that full time. They are only chanting Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. We request Madhav to give more of his association. It's very difficult to get his association. So today we are very fortunate to have his association. And he'll be there for a couple of days with us. So we would like to have some association partnership of direction. There is one special announcement. We have tomorrow Gita Jayanti. Our devotees will tell the details. But we launched a contest for all the devotees to participate. It's a divine wisdom contest. And once you register, you get a free Bhagavad Gita. Whoever wins the lucky draw, there is a prizes. First prize is 1 lakh rupees. Second prize is 50,000. There's a lot of prizes there. And it's an opportunity for all of us to connect with this Gita. There is already, who want to register, you can register on the counter. In the WhatsApp groups, the link is given. The only registration costs only 500 rupees and you so kindly take the opportunity everyone here and register at least, from your side at least 100 people, for this whole month. The contest goes for almost 45 days. So all of you can make an effort and you can distribute as many people as possible. Hare Krishna.